guys, welcome back to another video. Trying to be more consistent with my uploads. So I went ahead and I bought another vehicle just for the channel. Gonna go ahead and rebuild it. So we've got the trailer and the truck hooked up, got it ready to go. So we're gonna go down to the auction, pick it up, and I'll show you guys what we've got to work on. So we're here at the tow yard, just trying to flag down a forklift to be able to load this thing. But I can go ahead and show you guys the car. It's a little surprise. There you go. It's a, see if you can see this here. So it's a Jaguar F-Type R. It's not an SVR, unfortunately. It's just an R, but still has the supercharged V8. This is the facelift model. Has the new style headlights, and damage doesn't seem too bad. It looks like it's just on the passenger side front here. My biggest concern, I couldn't really tell from the photos, was this hood, how bad it is. And the hood is aluminum, so I'm hoping the body shop will be able to fix this, because I really don't want to have to buy a new hood just because of that. Otherwise, it doesn't seem too bad. This is really my first look at it. It's a bit dirty, doesn't smell bad, so no, hasn't been smoked in, so that's good. Just the driver's side airbag went off, so just needs a good clean on the inside, it looks like, and obviously needs the damage fixed. So let's go ahead and flag this forklift down and hopefully get this thing on the trailer. Alright, so he's got it out of the spot there, hopefully no damage, and we'll get it on the trailer. Alright, so the operator was able to get it on the trailer, all still in mostly one piece, I guess, and it doesn't look like he damaged anything else, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and strap this thing down. Looking at the damage, all the pieces on the bumper are still here. So I was actually able to find another R bumper skin, because these are specific. I think the SVR and the R bumper, they're similar. But I was concerned about these being damaged down below because bumpers don't come with them. But it seems that it's okay. And my other concern was the wheel, whether or not the wheel is salvageable, but this looks like it's kind of damaged beyond repair. I did find another wheel on eBay, so maybe I'll go ahead and order that. And my main concern really is to figure out what suspension I need, because it looks like it's hard to see in there, but the half shaft is definitely broken. I don't know what else is broken, but I really hope the subframe's okay, because that would suck, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, got the car all strapped down. Hopefully it won't fall off the trailer. Should be fine, I think. One thing I noticed, it's got wheel locks on, so hopefully the key's inside, otherwise we'll be hammering those bad boys off. And yeah, otherwise no real big surprises. My biggest concern is it's sitting on the ground, so the suspension's obviously pretty toast. But my biggest concern is the subframe. If the subframe's okay, everything else is easy. So let's get out of here and we'll get it over to the shop and get it unloaded. So we made it back to the shop. Time to get this thing off the trailer and in here. I was originally planning, I wanted to just back the trailer in here and then just use my forklift and just lift it up and then pull the trailer out. But now I've realized that it's facing the wrong way, so I kind of need it to face the other way. So I may need to turn it around first. So maybe what I'll do is I'll unstrap and just pick it up with the forklift the way it is, kind of where it's sitting now, and just turn it around, plop it on the other side of the trailer, and then back the thing in, because I really like to have the damaged corner kind of at the front here where I can work on it. Otherwise it will be stuck back there up against the wall, which will be a bit of a pain. So first thing we'll do is unstrap it, get the forklift out, lift it up, and turn it around. Okay, so while I've got it up on the forklift here, we can do a quick look underneath. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall down. The forklift is leaking a bit of hydraulic, which isn't ideal. It looks like the seal on one of the lift cylinders is gone, but anyway, just having a quick look under here. I'm really confused why the suspension's collapsed. Oh, that'll be why. The bottom shock mount is busted right off. Okay, easy enough. Then obviously we've got the drive shaft that's broken. These control arms, they might be okay. Hard to say without getting a good look at them. But right off the bat, oh, I can see the top control arm's broken. You can see it right there. The shock is broken. The CV shaft is broken. Subframe doesn't look like it took a hit, but it's hard to say. This little bolt here is missing for this skid plate, but the skid plate's okay. This piece has seen better days, so we'll probably need to get these new rubbers here. But otherwise, it's all covered up. It's got this plastic here that's covering all this stuff up. Here we can see this ball joint's kind of looking out of place. Oh, there you see it's shiny where it's not supposed to be, I don't think. Oh, so it's busted. It came out of the bottom of the hub. It pulled the ball joint out. So looks like I'm gonna need a hub. Maybe it might be easiest to just get a complete front suspension. Then I know nothing's bent or anything. And this wheel, I'm really not sure if it can be fixed. It's not cracked, it just took a good hit right here. This wheel well liner is toast. I've got some wiring behind it. May or may not be damaged. This bumper, it's got a good chunk missing out of it. I was talking to my body guy, and he seems to think that he can fix this. I don't know if it's worth time and the effort. I mean, I found another bumper, but it is $2,000. So even if it takes him 10 hours to do this, it'll still be cheaper than buying another bumper. But yeah, overall, it doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't look like there's any damage on this side. All looks like it's where it's supposed to be. But those subframe connectors are rusty, but they don't look bent. I'm talking about these things here. This car did come from back east originally. It was sold in Ontario, and then it was imported to BC a few years later. So, I mean, overall, it doesn't really have any rust on it, but it's just this kind of stuff that you notice right away from the cars that come from back east. We don't have, that doesn't happen to the cars here on the West Coast. And then I noticed the same thing on the back. You've got these pieces here. This is all rusty, but and whatever this is, that looks bent for whatever reason, unless that's how it's supposed to be. Kind of hard to tell. But anyway, let's get this thing on jack stands so it doesn't fall off this forklift, and then maybe we'll try to get it started today. I'll try to get the hood open, put some power to it. I don't know if the pyro fuse is blown. I don't know if it even has one. The driver's side airbag did go off, so we'll see if this thing wants to start once we put some power to it. Okay, so now this thing is on the jack stands, kind of secure. It doesn't really move around too much. To cover up all the hydraulic. The forklift poured out. It's another issue to fix on that thing now. But anyway, now we can go ahead and try to get this hood open and put some power to this thing. I should actually check if there's keys in here. They told me the keys are inside. Oh, I think they're sitting on the seat right there, yeah. Okay, so key, I have one key in here. It's this little tube, looks like a weed tube to me, yep. Got some cannabis there, some Jack Haze sativa, right on. What else we got in here? Cigarettes of some sort. All kinds of interesting stuff. But the car doesn't smell like it's been smoked in. So at least there's that. The panel looks like it's removed. I think to get the trunk open, we have to put power to it. I don't know, is that factory, how they do the camera? It seems kind of odd. I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like a weird little thing there. That might be how you open the trunk manually, maybe. But there is a button here. Obviously it doesn't work. There's no power to the car. So I guess first things first, let's try to get the hood popped and maybe put some power to it. All right, well, the lights came on, so that's something, I guess. This thing was completely dead. Let's see what we got. 4 kilometers, 67,000. Not bad at all. I bought this thing, I had no idea how many kilometers it actually had. So that's pretty good news. Oh. I don't know what this hatch was stuck on. Something was stuck. Oh, I guess it's a power hatch. I wonder what was stuck there. It should just open. Huh. It's getting stuck on something. It's a little strange. We can look into that. This little compartment here, got some floor mats in the back. Got a tow hook here. I'm assuming the battery is back here somewhere. Probably under one of these covers. Let's get this out of the way. Get these floor mats out of the way. I like the rubber floor mats. It's a nice thing to have. Should we maybe put a Viper engine in there? Just have some 600 horsepower, naturally aspirated, instead of the 550 this thing comes with. All right, so here's the battery. I don't know if it's dead. Why it would be dead, I don't know. I think if it did have a pyro fuse, it would be back here. So maybe we can just take this compartment here apart and see what we're working with. Yeah, so I think, because I just did a little bit of digging, and this is like the main junction fuse box, and this is where there might be a pyro fuse, like that guy right there. That kind of just looks like a main regular fuse. So I don't know. Maybe what we should do, let's try to put some power back here directly onto the battery and see what that does. Because if we put the power straight on the battery here and the car works, then there is no pyro fuse. That's my logic anyway. So let's give that a try. Okay, so I put the booster pack back here and everything seemed to come on the same way. I mean, the lights stayed on even when I took the booster pack off. But now, well, ignition came on. I wonder if I should try to start this thing. Maybe I should check if it's got oil in it first. let's do that. Okay, let's move this airbag out of the way. And we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't fall off my jack stand situation. I wonder if I can check the oil. Turn this volume down. Let's see. It'll be under vehicle, I believe. There's nowhere to scroll to. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, I know the tire's low. Yeah, kind of strange. Let's see if we can move this steering wheel out of the way. It just changed to miles for some reason. It's a little weird. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Runs. Didn't sound bad when it fired up. Engine sounds okay. Let's kind of hear the valves tapping away. Headlights work. That's good news. I wonder if this one, if the bumper is just out of place, or if this headlight, something's broken there. The gap is definitely off on that light. But it runs. See here. Can we change the exhaust setting? I don't know if that does anything. If you have to be in some sort of mode. Oh, there we go. Heard the valves open. Does the wing go up? Is the wing broken or something? Oh, the trunk's open, maybe that's why. Let's give it a little baby rev. Wow. This thing's got pops and bangs. I wonder if it's got a tune on it. I don't think it would do that from the factory. Yeah, it's definitely got some kind of a tune on it. I wonder if it's got a pulley or something done too. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of that crackle popcorn tune all the kids are doing nowadays. But yeah, it's got 70% gas in it. It's pretty good. Let's see if we can find where the oil level would be. Maybe it's under vehicle info. Oil level. I don't know why it's not letting me check it. Maybe the car has to be off. How do I get out of this menu? It was letting me access it when the car was running. Maybe I just have to let it cycle through its nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Vehicle info. Oil level. Not available. My Range Rover used to do the same thing. It had to be like, the conditions had to be just perfect for it to for the oil level to actually work, for the readout. Well, the window comes down, so maybe we'll roll the window down. Maybe we'll roll the other one down also. So it's got lit up door sills. See if these door handles go in. Yep, nice. Door handles go in like they're supposed to. Perfect. Okay, well, maybe what I'll do is just put a charger on the battery, let that charge up, and then roll these windows back up. I wonder if they're supposed to drop down. Oh yeah, it does drop down slightly. There we go, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's that. Put the key, pull the keys out. One key. We can get another one made, not a big deal. What else do we have in here? Nothing overly exciting. It says lights on. How do we turn the lights off? There we go. Okay. Should probably also scan it for codes. My one concern is the airbag module. I'm hoping it can be reprogrammed. What's in the glove box? We've got insurance card, a book. Oh, well, so one bonus is I found a wheel lock, so don't have to knock those things off. And everything else is still kind of up in the air about how bad the damage really is. My one concern is, why is this headlight sitting so weird? I mean, I get the bumper took a hit, but it's kind of out of place right here. You can see it shifted. But otherwise, and I mean, obviously this foam back here is not in the right spot. So I wonder if maybe one of the headlight mounts broke, but I mean, the headlight's in there pretty solid. So I hope not. Oh yeah, you can see this headlight mount right here is broken. So that's not ideal. Don't really want to buy a new headlight just for one mount. If I can fix that, hopefully I'll be able to. But overall, maybe let's zip this wheel off quickly and get a better idea of what we're looking at suspension-wise. Take you guys inside here so you can see a bit better. So the wheel obviously went backwards this way and hit in here. I don't think this is damaged. This all looks okay. So we just need one windshield washer pump. This here, it's kind of strange looking. I don't really know how this is supposed to look. It looks like that got pushed in somehow. So that may be something we need to address. I might just look at the other side and see what it looks like. And here, I mean, the side skirt itself, it's just ripped right here a little bit. The rest of it's actually not damaged. It's just that it's pushed out because this is bent. But I think the side skirt might be salvageable actually, which is good news. So we need one of these little fenders. These are cheap. And for the bumper situation, I don't know if this was a part of the bumper. It looks like it was riveted onto the bumper before. Kind of hard to say. I mean, obviously we need a wheel well liner. This here, I don't know what happened there. but it's actually similar. Little bulge on this side right here too, you can kind of see. I don't really know what's going on there. And obviously the headlight is out of place slightly because of that mount being slightly cracked. So I think if we pulled the bumper off, we'd be able to see exactly what's going on in there. And yeah, the hood right here, you can kind of see where the seam is. It just kind of separated slightly. So I think the body shop should be able to save this. I don't see why not. It doesn't seem all that complicated. Otherwise, I mean, my only other concern is what's catching back here. It's almost like something shifted. And I don't know if this hatch is catching on the roof. I mean, the whole thing's obviously not twisted. Something just shifted, I think, when it hit whatever it hit. So that's the only strange part, because I mean, you look at the door gap. The door gap is pretty good. And I mean, it opens and shuts nice. Doesn't take a bunch of effort. It's got some scratches here. These might even be able to be polished out. But even if not, if they have to paint the door, it is what it is. They might just paint like a bumper, hood, this little fender piece, probably the side skirt after it's repaired. I mean, these aren't that expensive, so I might just buy another one. And all the suspension stuff. I mean, I should be able to get this thing driving just by replacing the front suspension and the CV shaft and stuff. Just got to clean all that up, and that shouldn't be too bad. And then we've got, this is your headlight washer hose, it looks like, and goes into the bumper there. But yeah, overall, this thing's not bad at all. So we'll go ahead and I'll start ordering some parts. I'll probably take this wheel with me and stop by the wheel shop and see what they say about it. I don't know if this is salvageable or not. It's a pretty good hit this wheel took. So it might just be easier to just buy another one. I mean, obviously I want to spend as little money as possible, but sometimes you just replace what needs to be replaced and move on. These tires, they're all pretty new. These are 1024 date code tires, so they were all in really nice shape. So I just need to get another new. It's a Pilot Sport 4S. The rears are still in nice shape. I don't know why this guy crashed. It just happens, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it looks, I guess he probably went into a curb or something, because it's mostly just suspension damage. Oh, my phone's ringing. All right, got my battery charger on here. The battery's at like 8 volts. So I wonder why it died completely. I mean, the car, it was crashed like a month ago, maybe 2. So I don't know what happened there. This is a little weird. We got a little hole here. That was taped off. I don't know if that's how they all are. But yeah, so we'll get this battery charged up. I'll just leave my charger on it and hope for the best. We can just close this hatch slightly. So we'll leave it like that. And then we'll have to figure out what it's catching on. I mean, this body line here looks okay. I guess this is the wing part that pops up. So that's kind of interesting. And this looks fine too. And it's a glass roof, so it's the weird part. But we'll close this up and the seatbelt. The seatbelt's not locked out, so that's good. The other seatbelt's locked out, so I'm gonna need a seatbelt for the driver's side. And the seats don't work. And this thing's just dirty. It really just needs a good clean. This person must have had a pet or something because there's hair everywhere. You got all kinds of junk. I wonder where this came from. This might be, oh, I think this went right here, actually. Yeah, that's where that was. Because you can see, it's weird because it's, oh, it was like this. Yeah, so that's where it went. So it was attached just like that. So I think if I just get a new one of these and I straighten this out to be able to reattach it. I don't know how somebody reattaches it, but we'll figure that out. Because it just looks like it bolts in. Because if it goes, you can see that hole there, and then this thing here. So it's a little strange. Hard to say how this thing was attached, but maybe we'll take a look at the other side. And there's the part number for it. So we'll take a look and try to find one of those, and we'll figure out a way to fix that. So I've been looking around trying to figure out some parts for this thing, and I had some lined up. I had the little fender piece and the side skirt lined up, but it ended up getting sold. So now I think what I want to do is I'm going to take this little fender off, and I want to see if the side skirt's actually damaged or not, because I mean there's a little split here and a little split here. So I think they can probably just plastic weld it, and then I don't have to replace it. And here I figured out that this should actually just come right out. The plastic piece that went there, this is normally just attached to it and it kind of slots in there. So I think I'll be able to just pry that out. And when the replacement one just kind of goes in, and then it gets riveted to these spots right here. So maybe let's try to take that out, and we'll take this little half fender off. All right, so this escalated a bit. Ended up having to take the side skirt off because I took all these fender bolts off on top here and down inside the door, and the fender wouldn't come off. So then I figured out that there's 2 more bolts down here holding it, and then the bracket for the side skirts there. So anyway, I had to get that off in order to get to the fender. So now looking at the side skirt, this is the damage. It's kind of just bent in here, and then there's a little tear right there. So I don't know. I'm gonna maybe take this to the body shop and see what they think before I spend money on another one. But I did find that for some reason it was actually zip tied back here. They had, I don't know if this bracket wasn't holding it properly, or I don't know if that somebody did that after the fact, or they did that at the factory, or who knows. But there was a zip tie here holding it, and I was wondering why the thing wouldn't come off. This wiring here looks like this is maybe for the keyless entry. It seems all okay. Got some sort of insulation going on there. Not the easiest side skirt to remove. You know, this little, the illuminated door sill is kind of clipped onto it, and there's a bunch of bolts holding it in place. But anyway, got that off. So now, we've got the wiring It goes here. Oh yeah, this is passive entry right on it, right there. So this one goes to that sensor, and I'm not sure what this one does, but hopefully all this wiring's okay. But we'll find out once we get to it. So I think we just got 2 more bolts here, and the fender should pop off. But all we can do is try. Okay, so that's all it was 2 more bolts holding the fender on. So now we've got that off. You can kind of see in here a bit better. So there are actually 2 big bolts that hold this piece on. So we'll take those off, and then we'll be able to take this section out. And then when we get the replacement one in, I guess we just bolt it in and then put a couple new rivets in. And that'll be that. But it doesn't look like anything else is damaged in here. Everything else looks okay. I mean, the door closes just fine, and everything else looks like it's still aligned how it's supposed to be. Doesn't look like anything shifted. This kind of looks like, oh, this whole tank probably got pushed back and it just bent this bracket back, because you can see, I think the bracket's supposed to be somewhere closer to there, so it actually holds the tank in place. So let's take those big bolts out, and should be able to pry that thing out from the inside the frame rail there. Okay, so these 2 massive bolts, that's what holds that thing in there. So the new one, it comes attached to that plastic piece that we figured out that goes there. And you can see that's kind of where it's all bolted in. You can kind of see inside there. And I figured out that this second wire, that's actually for the door sill, the illuminated door sill. So it goes through and then it goes up. You can kind of see it if you look inside the frame rail there. But that's here nor there, doesn't really matter. We got all kinds of weird insulation all over the place here, but I don't know if that's for noise or what. But anyway, now that we've got this taken apart, I kind of know what I need. So I'm gonna need obviously a new fender. This one's toast. Need a new bracket for the side skirt. I already found those, I believe, and this all looks okay. No damage anywhere here, which is good. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. I think now I just got to order parts, and then we'll be able to pick this up once I get some parts in. I did order a new axle, and I think I found a complete assembly for the passenger side suspension here. I'm just waiting for the wrecking yard to get back to me. So that should be everything I need to get this thing driving again. And after that, we can deal with repairing the body damage. Unfortunately, the side skirt that was local to me here got sold in the fender. If I had that, it would have made my life much easier. But it is what it is. I'll find the parts, and we'll pick this up once I get some parts in.